the members of the Fourth Estate, His Excellency Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, who is the governor of this county, the First Lady, and the Minister for Tourism in Kisumu, Farida, all other ministers in Kisumu County, members of County Assembly that are present, that have not defected to UDA, and everyone who is within. I bring you the greetings of Raila Amolo Odinga and the coalition members. I'm also grateful to Eugene Wamalwa, who was assigned this moment, plus myself and the Deputy Governor, by the Governor of Kisumu and also the leader of the coalition, Raila Amolo Odinga, to be here present to welcome my brother Richie Spice. I've been with Richie in Nairobi. We did a promo on Citizen, which went very well. Richie performed in Nanyuki, Moran Club, which is owned by one of our friends and supporters. And last night, he also performed at KICC. And it's my sincere prayer that we don't keep him so much in a place, because this man has not slept, as you see him, and his team. They have been, since they came in this country, having traveled for 24 hours, having traversed the two oceans, Atlantic and Indian Ocean, none of the Atlantic and the Pacific, to reach here is not an issue that we can play about with. Richie, as I spoke to you, I'm a native of Jamaica. We own a home in Montego Bay, where ganja is really nice. And I'm here also to tell the natives of Kisumu that the fish in Jamaica is so tasty, because some of the weed that is thrown in the ocean and the sea makes that to be a tourist destination. We are told that the fish in Kisumu here, it's hype and hemp. That's why it's not very tasty. So from today, we shall try to ask our brother Museveni, who has legalized weed, to cross over, to throw some of the seeds from the other side to Lake Migingo, because he says that Lake Migingo is an island, but the water is in Uganda. That you can mine fish which has eaten some of the, and to come here. Now, why do I have to speak this way? One thing I have to let you know, the media, is that a lot of people took me, whined me as an amophobia, somebody who is a caricature, somebody who has no legs or head, somebody who has no brains, when I started this revolution of weed. And I'm thankful to the Kisumu County government being the first and the only one to have embraced reggae. And as you have heard what my brother Richie has said, he has not seen yet, but he has said it's a clean place. Because people don't mess around. Now, I'll be very brief, and I'll give you a brief history. First of all, secondly, Israel, where Jesus was born, until he came here recently, and you can find him in Tongaren. Yes, or Tongaren. He's here, he's a black Jesus. Because the white Jesus died, then he was born. But initially he was actually a black Jesus from the house of the Solomons. And Solomon, King Solomon, with the Queen of Sheba, they came from Africa. And they grew weed in Ethiopia. And that's why Israel today is monumental, because weed in Israel is the solutions. Like we do here, we get a solution, then we look for a policy. In Israel, they put a policy, and then they look for a solution. In what we call the garbage can of the kingdom philosopher who invented issues of policies. And let me not go academic. And that's why Israeli today is fighting its neighbors who are very rich in oil, because they have weed, and everything in Israel today is made out of weed. Fiber which comes from weed. You can go and test and check on your phones. Israel is silent. Their arms and armaments, their jet fighters, is made out of fiber, which is as a result of weed. But because a white man came with this country, he came in with the Bible, and he said, "Thou shalt be holy." This interpreted the history of Africa. He sold our brothers 400 years ago to go and till the lands of the Caribbean nation. And it was after that self-realization in the Caribbean. And we brought them together. It's a holy herb in the Bible. It's not their own invention. That put Jamaica and the Caribbeans together to start the revolution of Africa. And that's why Bob Marley came up and he said, let us redeem ourselves spiritually. Redemption. For Zimbabwe. German.
Yeah,
and that's why Bob Marley came up again and said that Africa should be decolonized through the weed system. And that's why Namibia became independent. South Africa became independent. And the Canadians now have made a plane made out of fiber. 1 kilo of weed or 50 kgs of weed is $302 million. And when I started talking like this, people say it as a caricature, a madman. I'm just doing my 14th degree, which is my second PhD. If I was a madman, would I be going to school at the age of 63? So it's the music of Jamaica that has brought a significant and has played a significant role in liberation. Raila Amolo Odinga, if you go deep into the brains of that Muse, if you go deep in the brains of his father, it's because they have also taken a stand on weed. Because in Luo Nyanza, Jolo Mantieka, with the generation, their medicine was weed.
Yeah, man.
Before white man gave you injections. But when you speak that way, they call you unholy, uncouth. Nithindo Kunyal Dikacha. This man is a bank smoker. Well, they drink alcohol. They are brought in sodomy. They are brought in incest. They are brought in their culture, and they are forced us through the IMF to adapt their system that is rotten. I'm talking to Baba every day. Some people want to inherit Baba. Some people want to inherit Anyang. They also want to inherit his wife, and Anyang is still alive. They are fighting Anyang when he's still the governor of Kisumu. They are fighting Baba when he's still the president, when he's still alive. Who can fit into Baba's shoes? Some of them sit near Baba because they want to inherit Baba. Manet Watamari, Baba is not dying. Baba has brought culture and ganja music in Kisumu. Baba wants people of Kisumu to listen to ganja music so that they can emancipate themselves and be economically free. Lake Victoria is here, yet you have Chinese bringing us fish which is made out of plastic, plastic rice, plastic food. Now the Chinese are coming here to mine everything we have in Lake Victoria. Brother Richie, please, when you sing, I would like to beg you to compose a special song about the city of Kisumu, the environment of Kisumu, the people of Kisumu. They are all black and nice. They eat well, brother man. We don't know. Look at these damn faces, my man. Even the one is a bad head, it's really... Yeah, man. Me go tell you something, my man. I go say weed is good, and weed is good for your culture, it's good for your health, and also for economics. That's condemning me. Come on, condemn me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. This is a revolution. We need to emancipate ourselves and move into the weed culture where we can have weed economy, where we can go out of these stupid issues of the government coming in and taxing people. Now in this country, go and tell the Jamaicans that the government has come up with a plan to tax the employer and the unemployed, to build them houses from where? Yet we have our houses, yet we have our culture, yet we have our own system. A few people sit together in a small house and make decisions for this country without asking the people of this country. Yet the Constitution says that if you want to develop me, ask me how we can talk the language of development. No taxes. Can you say no taxes?
No taxes.
Shoot that bill down. If they want to do it, let them go to school. With those few words, I would like also to say that we have an able deputy governor in this substantive council. Some people are now fighting to inherit from Nyongo, but he has an able Nyongo is teaching him how to do how to make the city clean, how to bring in the Rastafarians, how to grow this environment. Those who are here,
It has been the Patax Show. Remember to subscribe, like and share. Let's meet in the next video.